welcome to Akwaaba Yoga. Today is Sunday, I think it's the 22nd of May. And yeah, it's great to be practicing with you today. It's going to be a 25-minute session, focusing on the legs, a bit of a change of surroundings, just trying to mix up a little bit. Yeah, if you haven't tuned in before, my name is Mark, and I look forward to being with you on the mat for the next 25 minutes or so. Again, as always, listen to your body. We're going to move through a flow, again, which focuses on the legs, and then come into stillness at the end as we prepare ourselves for Shavasana and meditation. So we're going to start lying on our backs just to really arrive and feel present here on the mat. So I invite you to go along on the mat, stretch out through the legs, bring yourself down, feel supported from the back of the heels, the back of the calves, the back of the knees, the hamstrings. Maybe wiggle out, shake out the glutes. Maybe your lower back, your sacrum is touching the floor. Mine isn't quite. I've got that curvature in the lower back, lordosis. The shoulder blades, the thoracic spine, the top of the back of the arms, the back of the hands. Just move the head from left to right as you massage out gently the back of the skull. I invite you to close your eyes and just become aware of this safe space you're creating on the mat. Just take your right hand and place it on your belly and your left hand on your heart. And just feel that connection of your breath and how your breath moves in sync with your body. How each inhale, your hand resting on your belly, it starts to raise up. As you draw a breath in all the way to the belly, and on each exhale, and leaves your body, your right hand starts to sink down in tune with the belly. Start to really bring awareness to breath. We're going to switch up the number of inhales and the exhales. Let's inhale for a count of 3, 2, 1. Let's hold the breath for a count of 3, 2, 1. And gently exhale for a count of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Again, inhale in for 3, 1. Let's hold the breath for 3, 2, 1. Gently release for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 2 more rounds at your own pace. Last round. Your eyes are closed, I'm going to just leave them open. Again, massage over the back of the skull. Start bringing awareness to the fingers. Take the hands into a fist. And gently roll them in. Start to warm up the wrists and then take it in the opposite direction. We're going to take the soles of our feet, place them flat on the mat, so the knees pointing up towards the ceiling. Start to lift up through the right leg, take a right angle. It's there for you to grab the back of the right hamstring. or maybe your leggings or your shorts in front. We're going to start to draw that right leg a bit closer in towards the chest. The right leg is up straight. If it's not quite there for you, or lady, if it's perhaps that time of the month, so it's not appropriate, it's not comfortable to have your legs up, keep the right knee bent and just start to draw that right knee in towards the chest. For 3, for 2, for 1. If your right knee's bent or straight, just bring the right sole of the foot back flat on the mat once again. Let's get ready for the other side. Now we're lifting up that left leg. Again, either take back of the hamstring or go into the front of the shorts and leggings. Either keep the bend in that left knee or go along that left leg and just start to draw that left leg in towards the chest. You can point for the toes or curl the toes in towards the face. Draw the leg in for 2, for 1, and then gently just start to ease out. Keep the leg nice and high or keep it bent. Just release the resistance. Let's go again. Start to draw that leg in towards the chest. Using resistance to press leg against the hands for 3, 2, 1. Slowly bring that left leg down towards the floor. Then start to window screen the knees from left to right. So start to drop both knees over towards the left side of the room. Keeping the chest facing up towards the ceiling, so you're coming into a twist from the back. Excuse me, hay fever's now kicking in. My eyes are watering and sneezing starting. Let's take the knees into the opposite direction. Let's take it back up towards centre. Slowly, and drop them over towards the right side of the room. Maybe keep the hands on the belly, or you can open up the left hand towards the left side of the room. It's a variation of supine twist. And supine twist is a lovely pose if you suffer from lower back pain or sciatica. And let's take the opposite side once again, so dropping the knees over towards the left, looking over towards the right. And maybe open the right hand up towards the right side of the room, or keep your hands on the belly. And over to the right. Final side. If you do this in your own time or in playback, feel free to just extend the length of the hold. Come back towards center. Start to draw the knees in towards the chest. And then rock and roll over the left of the spine. Inhale to rock up. Exhale to roll back. Inhale to rock up. Exhale to roll back. And on the next rock up. Let's come up seated. Nice and tall. Gonna straighten out the legs in front of the body. The legs are long. Just give the legs a shake. Let's take our hands and just start to gently tap the top of the thighs. Again, we're focusing on the legs today and partially the lower back. It's a nice little sequence if you just come back for a run or from a cycle. You can bend forward and come into the calves. They're not quite within reach. You can bend into the knees or tap in the sides of the calves and then the back of the calves. And let's go along with the legs once again. So we're going to set up nice and tall in our seats. On the inhale, let's float the arms up towards the ceiling. Take the gaze up in between the hands. And on the exhale, we're bending from the hips, coming down the long back. You can just go to your edge. Nice long in the neck, rather than drooping the neck down. Then take your hands into a comfortable position. You can grab hold of maybe the back of the hamstrings and the back of the calf.
Just add a bit of resistance to draw the chest a bit closer towards the shins. So again, we're not going on this occasion for head to knee. Focus on staying long in the back. We're stretching out from the lower back here, as well as coming into the hamstrings. On each inhale, we're lengthening. And on each exhale, see if we've got any more room to fold a bit further forward. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to fold. Last one here. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to fold. I'm going to hold it here for 3, for 2, for 1. Slowly release. Come up again towards seated. This time I'm going to take a bend into the right knee first and take the right shoulder of the foot and place on the inside of the left calf or maybe the left hamstring. Drop the right knee towards the floor. It may not touch the floor. You can always place a block of tall book just underneath the right knee if it's not quite there. It's all good. That doesn't determine success if the right knee touches the floor. On the inhale, again, let's float the arms up towards the ceiling, deep breath in. And on the exhale, folding forward. So focusing in this time on the left hamstring. Again, you can take your hands underneath the left hamstring or left calf, or maybe the left foot is within reach. If it's not, again, that doesn't determine success. Take the variation that suits or works for you. Again, inhale to lengthen, exhale to fold forward. So that focusing on drawing the chest forward. Excellent. Nice one. Slowly walk back up. Now we're going to take our right hand and place it towards the back of the mat. Let's start to turn the body over towards the right side as we drop the left toes down towards the floor. We're going to open up the body, yawn the body by lifting up through that left arm, lining the chest up towards the ceiling. Let's come back down. Let's come into the opposite side. We're long in the right leg this time, taking a bend into that left knee. Placing the left foot on the inside of the right calf or the right hamstring. On the inhale, let's go long in the arms. And on the exhale, we're folding forward. Just become aware of your body here. Just appreciate that one side might be a bit more open than the other. I've definitely got less space on this side. Just going to the edge. I'm not trying to compete for myself. Just inhale, we're lengthening, and on each exhale, we're folding a bit further forward. Just explore the range of movement we have. Maybe to curl the right toes in towards the face. We can engage through the right quad. Just to find a bit more space in our right hamstring. We're here for another 3, another 2, another 1. Let's set back up. Take the left hand this time and place it behind our back. Turning the right foot over towards the left side of the room, bringing the right toes down, lifting up through the hips and opening the right arm, facing the chest up towards the ceiling, really yawn the body open. And let's come back down. Let's turn the body and come into a tabletop as gracefully and gracefully. You don't need to skip back any which way. Let's find ourselves coming into our tabletop. Hands stacked underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. We're going to curl the toes under here. Press our hands into the mat as we come into our first downward facing dog. Just walk out through the feet, coming up high on each toes as we lift one heel at a time. to stretch out through the calves. Push your hands into the mats, come high on the toes. And we're energetically drawing our heels down. Along the arms, along the back. Take a deep inhale in and sigh it out. Start to lift up through the right leg, so the right leg is parallel with the floor. We're going to draw that knee all the way through. Step of the right foot just on the inside of the right hand. Coming down onto that left knee. Curl the left toes as we're coming into a low lunge. As you're grounded through the right foot, start to peel our chest away from the right thigh. As we're finding a stretch into our left hip flexor. Let's float the arms up towards the ceiling. Nice and long in the torso, engaging for the core. Or you can keep your hands on the right thigh for a bit of balance. And on each inhale, we're lengthening. On each exhale, we're coming a bit deeper to find a stretch into that left hip flexor, into our groin. Another 2 breaths. Another 1. Let's drop our left hand down. So our left hand is on the outside of the left side of the mat. I'm going to shuffle the right foot over a little bit towards the right side of the mat. Turn the right foot so it's facing either 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock. We're coming up onto the blade of the right foot. So from here, we're going to come a bit deeper into the hips. You can either lift up through the right arm as we shine the chest over towards the right side of the room. Maybe keep your right hand on your sacrum. Or place your right hand on the inside of the right thigh. And start to gently push into your right thigh. You're finding space in your hips. And all the while, you're just turning the chest over towards the right side a bit further. Dropping that left hip a bit closer towards the mat. And there's no competition here. Number 2. Number 1. Start to gently ease out. Space the right toes forward again. So you're coming into that runner's lunge. Just curl the left toes under. Lift the left knee up off the mat. We're jumping that left foot forward or walking it forward. Let's meet in our forward fold at the front of the mat. On the inhale, let's come to a halfway lift. Hands on the shins, lengthen out through the arms and roll the shoulders back. On the exhale, just fold over to release. Just let the body hang loose. The arms are heavy, the head is heavy. And just slowly wind up 1 vertebra at a time. Space the palms forward. Just stand into Tadasana. Bring the hands into the center of the chest. Let's float the arms up. Before bending into the hips, come down, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, both hands at the front of the mat. Step both feet back as we meet in a Kumbhakasana, high plank. Let's press forward through the toes. Maybe drop down onto the knees or bend into the elbows to come down for a low plank. Let's press up into a cobra or an upward facing dog. Peeling the chest away, drawing the elbows in towards the ribs. Bring the shoulders together. We're going to curl the toes under. Downward facing dog. On the next inhale, we're going to lift that left leg up so it's parallel with the floor. Then we'll start to bring that knee all the way through the body. We need to shuffle that foot forward on the mat. I invite you to do so. We're ultimately looking to place that left foot on the inside of the left hand. I'm going to drop the right knee down towards the mat and curl the right toes. Get ready for a low lunge on the right side. And once you feel grounded through that left foot, start to gently peel the chest away from the left thigh. And maybe place both hands onto that left thigh. We have variation today. So again, we're long in the torso, engaging through the core. Feel free to bring the arms up towards the ceiling, either side of the ears. Again, on each inhale, we're lengthening through the body. Each exhale, we're finding a bend into that left knee as we're coming a bit deeper into the right hip flexor. Inhale to lengthen, exhale to bend. Last minute, inhale to lengthen up, exhale to soften. Let's draw that right hand down to the outside of the right side of the mat. We're going to shuffle that left foot towards the left side of the mat, point the left foot out towards maybe 11 o'clock or 10 o'clock on the mat. We're going to come up onto the blade, the left foot. We're going to take the weight into our right hand, and when you're ready, start to lift that left arm up. So we open the chest up towards the left side of the room, taking the gaze up towards the left hand. Could be a variation, or maybe place the left hand on the sacrum. All the while we're just dropping that right hip a bit further closer towards the mat. Or you can take your left hand, place it on the inside of the left thigh, and gently just start to press out into that left thigh. Lengthen out through the left arm to find a bit more space in the left hip. For number 2. Number 1. Gently start to ease out, so face the toes forward once again. Place the left hand down onto the outside of the left foot. We're going to curl the right toes under. Lift that right knee up off the mat and jump the right foot forward. Let's meet in our forward fold. Take opposite hands to opposite elbows. I'm going to sway from side to side. Might take a bend in the knees here. Then release the elbows. I'm going to start to lift the heels off the floor. I'm going to bend into the knees as much as we need to until we can come down onto the hands. And we'll start to walk the hands back on the mat. Keep the knees pointing up towards the ceiling. And take our arms out to the side. Just on the outside of both knees, and slowly come down for a count of 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lengthen out through both legs. Let your feet flop out here. Just give them a shake on the mat. Right, to place your back of the hands on the mat, facing the palms up towards the ceiling. Take one more deep breath in through the nose and sigh it out. And again, deep breath in and release. I'm going to relax as we come into Shavasana. I invite you to stay in Shavasana, especially if you're watching this on playback. Really just embrace the opportunity to be comfortable in this space you've created, this island, whether you're on the mat or finding space on the floor. Blink open the eyes, just draw both knees in towards the chest for one final hug in. Let's rock up into a seated position. Turn and face the camera, either coming into cross-legged or coming up onto the shins. Place the hands in a comfortable position, maybe on the thighs, roll the shoulders back. So sit up nice and tall. Well done. Thank you once again for if you're able to tune in on the live, if you're watching on playback. I hope you found it beneficial again. It's a nice flow which brings some emphasis to the legs. Again, it's a flow that we use to prepare ourselves, just to warm up the body, prepare ourselves for stillness at the end. So yeah, hope you enjoyed, and I will hopefully see you next week, potentially, perhaps, and watch this space. But yeah, otherwise, have a great Sunday. Oh, and yeah, that's it. Thanks again. Hope you liked the different surroundings. But yeah, I'll be back. Take care. Goodbye.